Hello friends, welcome to Made Easy Solutions. Friends, up till now we have learned all types of number systems, its conversions. Also we have learned addition in all types of number systems, and from previous 3 video lectures we have started subtraction process. In the previous 3 video lectures we have seen conventional decimal subtraction using 9's complement, and decimal subtraction using 10's complement. We have discussed all three techniques comparatively. So now we are ready to learn the subtraction process in binary, octal and hexadecimal number system. So our today's topic of discussion is binary subtraction, which is conventional one. Here we will learn how we can subtract binary numbers using borrow techniques. We will also discuss can we use sign to represent signed numbers, and if not, then which type of techniques we can use to represent signed numbers. So let's start our today's lecture. Welcome friends in our today's lecture, that is binary subtraction. This is the 6th video lecture of the video lecture series Number System Arithmetic. We are going to learn the binary subtraction in detail as we have discussed in the introduction. So let's start our today's lecture. Very first we will learn 2-bit subtraction. First we will write the equation. Now this equation we have already discussed in detail in the video lecture of decimal subtraction. So here I am not going to discuss this equation in detail. Now you know very well about subtractor, subtrahend and difference. Now here I have a 1-bit subtractor and 1-bit subtrahend. That means my subtractor can be 0 or 1 and my subtrahend will also be 0 or 1. So total possibilities here we have are 4. Now as we are learning binary subtraction very first time, we will see all the possibilities. So let's check our first possibility. Here I have both subtrahend and subtractor are 0. So 0 subtracted from 0 we will get 0, no doubt. So we have got the result 0. Now check next possibility. Here I have a subtractor as 0 and subtrahend as 1. Now you know in binary number system only 2 bits we have, 0 and 1, where 0 is the smallest bit and 1 is the largest possible bit. So 1 cannot be subtracted from 0. So in such case we take borrow, and this borrow must be subtracted from next bit subtraction, because always we take borrow from next significant bit, and the value of the borrow taken from the next significant bit is always 2, because this is a binary number system and base of this binary number system is 2. So all the next significant bits has the weight of powers of 2's. That means the bit placed at unit position has a weight of 2 power 0 is equal to 1. The bit placed at next significant position has a weight of 2 power 1 is equal to 2. The bit placed at next to it has a weight of 2 power 2 is equal to 4, and so on. That means every bit has a weight of powers of 2's. As we move on from right to left direction, the weight of bits goes on increasing in the multiples of 2. That's why many times these codes are also known as 1, 2, 4, 8 codes or 8, 4, 2, 1 codes. So now can we subtract 1? Yes, because now our subtractor has a value of 0 plus the value of borrow, which is 2. So our subtractor is 2. Now you may ask me that sir, 2 is not a valid binary bit. I know. Now you have two ways to perform this subtraction. Either consider decimal equivalents of the bits on which subtraction is to be done, or you can consider the binary bit itself. So here my subtractor is 2 now and subtrahend is 1 in decimal. So 1 subtracted from 2 is 1 in decimal. So 1 decimal is equal to 1 in binary. So I must get the result 1 over here. You can also consider binary equivalents. Here as my subtractor is 2, the binary equivalent of 2 is 1 0. So 1 0 minus 1 is always 1. So what can we say about this? That 0 minus 1 will always be 1 with the help of borrow taken. Now let's check the next possibility. Here my subtractor is 1 and subtrahend is 0. Now my subtractor is larger than subtrahend. So I can subtract 0 from 1. So when 0 is subtracted from 1, I will get the result 1 over here. And our final possibility is both subtractor and subtrahend are 1. So 1 subtracted from 1 is 0. Memorize these results, we will require it in further slides. Now as we have taken borrow in one case here, that must be subtracted from next bit subtraction. So now we will see 2-bit subtraction with borrow. So first write the equation over here. Subtractor minus subtrahend minus borrow given to previous subtraction is equal to difference. Now here actually we have to perform 3-bit subtraction. Subtractor can be 0 or 1, subtrahend can be 0 or 1, and borrow given to previous subtraction can also be 0 or 1. So as we have to send 3-bit subtraction, total possibilities will be 2 power 3 is equal to 8. Right from 0 0 0 to 1 1 1. That means subtractor, subtrahend and borrow given to previous subtraction all are 0 or all are 1. in between total 8 possibilities are there. So we will see all the possibilities one by one. So let's check with first possibility. Here my subtractor, subtrahend and borrow given to previous subtraction all are 0. So what I will get over here? 0 subtrahend subtracted from 0 subtractor, I will get 0 result, and the borrow given to previous subtraction subtracted from the result we got is equal to 0. Now let's check with next possibility. What will be the next possibility? If you remember the binary numbers we have seen in the video of binary number system, then you will find that the next possibility is 0 0 1. That means borrow given to previous subtraction will be 1 and both my subtrahend and subtractor will be 0. So let's check. Same possibility I have. Now first subtrahend from subtractor. What I will get? 0 subtracted from 0, I will get 0. And now then subtract the borrow. Can we subtract the borrow from the result because the result is 0? No. So we take borrow over here and that borrow must be subtracted from next bit subtraction. Now actually we require the borrow for this subtraction, 1 subtracted from 0. So put the borrow over here. Now can you subtract this 1 from 0? Yes, 1 0 minus 1 is equal to 1. We have just seen in the previous slide. So I will get the result 1 over here. Now what will be the next possibility? Remember the 3-bit binary numbers, right from 0 0 0 to 1 1 1. The next number is 0 1 0. So let's check. 0 minus 1 minus 0. Now first subtrahend from subtractor. Subtrahend is 1, subtractor is 0. Now can you subtract? No, because 1 is larger than 0. So take borrow. Now can you subtract? Yes, 1 0 minus 1 is equal to 1. So I got 1 over here. Now subtract borrow with this result. So 0 subtracted from 1, I will get 1 over here. Now next possibility is 0 1 1. Now subtract this 1 from 0. Can I subtract? No, because 1 is larger than 0. So take borrow. Now can I subtract? Yes. So 1 0 minus 1, I will get the result 1 over here. Now subtract borrow from the result. So 1 subtracted from 1, I will get 0 over here. Now our next possibility is 1 0 0. That means my subtractor is 1, subtrahend is 0 and borrow given to previous subtraction is also 0. So now first subtrahend from subtractor. Can I subtract now? Yes, I can subtract 0 from 1. So I will get the result 1 over here. Now subtract this borrow from the result 1. So I will get the result 1 over here. My next possibility is 1 0 1. That means subtractor is 1, subtrahend is 0 and borrow given to previous subtraction is 1. So now first subtrahend from subtractor. Can I subtract 0 from 1? Yes. So 0 subtracted from 1, I will get 1 over here. Now subtract the borrow from the result. So 1 subtracted from 1, I will get the result 0 over here. Now our next possibility is 1 1 0. That means subtractor is 1, subtrahend is 1 and borrow given to previous subtraction is 0. So first subtrahend from subtractor. So 1 subtracted from 1, I will get the result 0. Now subtract borrow from the result. So 0 subtracted from 0, I will get 0 over here. Now our final possibility is 1 1 1. That means subtractor is 1, subtrahend is 1 and borrow given to previous subtraction is also 1. So first subtrahend from subtractor. So 1 subtracted from 1, I will get 0 over here. Now subtract this borrow 1 from the result 0. Can I subtract? No. So take borrow. Now place this borrow with the result. Now subtract 1 from 1 0. I will get the result 1. This is how we perform binary subtraction. Let's see some examples. So while performing subtraction, first arrange the equation in vertical manner and place the borrow above the bit which requires it. Now consider any binary number as a subtractor and any binary number as a subtrahend. Let's have 1 1 1 0 as subtractor, which will subtract 0 1 0 1. Now if you wish, you can consider decimal equivalents of these numbers just to verify the result. So decimal equivalent of 1 1 1 0 is 14 and decimal equivalent of 0 1 0 1 is 5. So when I subtract 5 from 14, I will get the result 9 in decimal number system. So binary equivalent of 9 is 1 0 0 1. So I must get the result 1 0 0 1 over here. So let's check. Here we have to subtract the borrow given to the previous subtraction also. So I will put over here the borrows and then I will get the difference. Now as we have seen in the video of decimal subtraction, that subtraction is a process performed digit by digit. So always we start subtraction from LSBs. So here we will start the subtraction from LSBs, least significant bit. Here least significant bits are 0 and 1. So start subtraction from these bits. So subtract 1 from 0. Now can I subtract? 1 is larger than 0. So I must take borrow over here. I will take the borrow from next significant bit, that is 1. And when I will subtract 0 from 1, I will subtract the borrow also. So I will put the borrow over here first, and then borrow will be given to LSBs. Now here the value of borrow is 1 0, that is 2. So now you know 1 subtracted from 1 0, I will get the result 1. So I am getting the result 1, and I will put the result over here. Now perform the subtraction of next significant bits, that is subtract 0 from 1 along with borrow. So 0 subtracted from 1, I will get the result 1, and then 1 subtracted from the result 1, I will get the difference 0, and I will put the difference over here. Now perform next significant bit subtraction, that is subtract 1 from this one. So I will get the difference 0, and I will put the difference over here. Now perform MSB subtraction, that is 0 subtracted from 1, I will get the difference 1, and I will put the difference over here. So I am getting the result 1001, which is the binary equivalent of decimal 9. That means I am getting the correct result. Now if you see here, my subtractor number is larger than subtrahend number. So I am getting the correct result. What if my subtrahend is larger than subtractor? Let's see on the next slide. So first arrange the equation in vertical manner and put the borrow above the bits which requires it. And now consider any subtractor and subtrahend such that subtrahend is larger than subtractor. Now for cross verification we will consider the same numbers, that is 1110 and 0101. But here we will consider 0101 as a subtractor, which will subtract 1110. I will also subtract the borrow given to previous subtraction, and it will give me the final result. Now perform subtraction bit by bit starting from LSBs. So subtract 0 from 1, I will get the difference 1, and I will put the difference over here. Now perform next bit subtraction, that is subtract 1 from 0. Now can I subtract 1 from 0? No, because 1 is larger than 0. So take borrow from next significant bit and subtract it from the next significant bit. So I will put the borrow over here and then transfer it to the previous significant bit. Now the value of this borrow is 10. So subtract 1 from 10, I will get the difference 1, and I will put the difference over here. Now perform next bit subtraction, that is subtract 1 from 1, I will get the difference 0. Now subtract this borrow given to the previous subtraction from the result 0. Can we subtract? No, we need to take borrow. So take borrow from next significant bit and place the borrow over here. Now the value of borrow is 10. So subtract this borrow 1 from the taken borrow. I will get the difference 1, and I will put the difference over here. Now subtract MSBs. So subtract 1 from 0. Can we subtract now? No, we need to take borrow, but we don't have next significant bit to take borrow. So what you will do? So here, as we have seen in the video of decimal subtraction, borrow technique fails, and here we cannot use the method we use in conventional decimal subtraction. That means reverse the subtractor and subtrahend and give negative sign to the result, because everything is represented by bit, even symbols are represented by bit. So here we have to use bit to represent the signed numbers also, and that is why we use complement techniques in binary subtraction. Meanwhile, we will see what result we would have got if we consider the borrow. So consider the borrow and put it over here, and then subtract 1 from borrow. So value of this borrow is 10. So 1 subtracted from 10, I will get the result 1, and this borrow subtracted from the result 1, I will get the difference 0, and I will put the difference over here. Now if you see, I am getting the result 0 1 1 1. I should have get the result 1 0 0 1. So we get wrong results by using the borrow technique. So what can we conclude over here? In binary subtraction, when our subtractor is larger than subtrahend, we get proper results. But if our subtrahend is larger than subtractor, then the borrow technique fails, especially while performing subtraction of most significant bits. Because if we require borrow while performing subtraction of most significant bits, we don't have next significant bits to take borrow. That's why we use complements method in binary subtraction, and that we will see in next lecture. I hope the concept of binary subtraction is very much clear to you and you like the video. Press like button, share this video as much as you can with your friends, subscribe my channel Made Easy Solution, and press the bell icon to get the notification of future videos. Thank you.